All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Waka Kodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who will well and teach well, because those are men who I've learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Irazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much this lesson is going to be titled as Your Vantage Shall Fail. Your vantage shall fail. And the reason why I titled this lesson as this is because there's a woman in a clip that I just showed. Beloved brother posted it on Instagram, and there's a woman, she's in Haiti, and you have things taking place over there. There's a lot of things that are going on over there in Haiti, and the woman, she's in the dark and she's hiding herself, and she's calling and speaking to someone. Maybe it was family, not sure who it was, but she was saying if something happens to her, she is dead. So you have a lot of things that's going on throughout the earth. There's a lot of judgment that the Lord is bringing forth amongst the earth. And, right now, it may be out there in Haiti with that woman, but those situations that's out there in Haiti is going to happen out here in this place called America, which is Babylon the Great. And you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indian women, this is why we say, if you are with a man of the Lord, cherish them. Be obedient to them. If you are an Israelite woman, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian woman, and you have a man of the Lord, be with him. Be with him. Don't separate from him. Don't leave him. Don't fall out and, I don't want to be with him no more, and, he's a part of a cult. Be with him. Because the time is going to come when you women that have left men, you had men that was men of the Lord, you left them to be embedded in a world, you're going to be like this woman here. And you don't want to be like this. You do not want to end up like this here. Because when you try to seek a man, they're not going to want to deal with you in that time. Because when we wanted to deal with you, you either left us to gain the benefit of this world or to be embedded in this world when you could have avoided this type of situation here. So if you are a woman that have a man of the Lord, cherish that man. Don't leave that man. Don't get upset because he's reading the scriptures. Don't get upset because he's glorifying the Lord. He's focused on the Lord. You would want to cherish that man. Because if not, you're going to be put in this situation here. And you ain't going to have nobody to protect you in that time. So we're going to hit some scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And I don't really have any scriptures already lined up. I'm just going to go through the spirit. Because we are headed into the time of Jacob's trouble. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear." So we are not in the time of peace. We are in the time of fear. There's banks closing every day. There's stores literally closing every day. The economy is getting messed up worse every day. Inflation of food is going up every day. Inflation of rent is going up every day. Car note inflations is going up. Credit card loans is going up. You got people now, they can't even afford to pay their credit cards anymore. There's a lot of people ending up in debt than there is for people to be into success. And if you are a person that is in success right now, it's going to get ready to fall and collapse beneath your hands very soon because this economy is messed up on a high level. This is why you would want to be embedded in the truth. If you are Israelite man, come and get the truth. Come and start learning, start studying, start growing in this truth. Because the days are short. The times are short. You don't have much time left. If you are a brother that's been going down to the camps of GMS, you've been studying under them, right? You've been learning from them. You've been watching the lives. You've been doing all that. And you don't have no works to show. You better start doing the works now. The Lord put this on my spirit to tell you, brothers, if you are a brother that been in the truth longer than a year and you have never done a lesson or never been at camp, start doing it now. Start doing it now. Start setting up your own camps out there. Start teaching. Salakia, my alarm. Start setting up your camps out there. Start teaching. Start doing the works. Start being a helping body to Yahweh Shemashai. Things are gonna get worse. Every day there's something new that's happening that's gonna occur in this place called America. It says, and not of peace. We are not in the time of peace. What did the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes 3, right? And I want to read this right here. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. You see that? There's a purpose. There's a purpose. Let me see. I'll probably just read down till I get... Actually, I'll read this right here. And then I'll skip down. This is because I don't want to make this long. I can read all the way down. But I'll probably read down to here, and then I'll get down to the main point where I want to go to. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born. You're born into the earth. A time to die. You have an expiration date in this carnal flesh. A time to plant, right? Produce, things like that. A time to pluck up that which is planted. Verse 3, a time to kill. There's a time to kill, as you can see. It says a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. Verse 4, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Let me get to the main point. I want to get to the main point right here. Salakia, bear with me, brothers. Salakia. So I want to get to the main point where it talks about a time for war. I'll just read down because I can't find it right. There it is. I was about to just read down. Here it is. Verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we're not in a time of peace. We're literally in a time of war there. So Salakia on that. But we're in a time of war. There's a lot of things that are taking place on the earth. And a lot of you women are the main ones that feel comfortable here. You feel comfortable here. And this ain't the time for that. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah 32:9, right? It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Right now, you women are at an ease state. I'm talking about in Babylon the Great. You're in an ease state right now. Things are happening here and there. We see the judgments that's going out that the Lord is establishing on the earth here and there. We see those things, right? Those judgments here and there. But it's going to come to a time where the Lord's going to have it to a particular time where this shit is going to be consistent. We're going to be seeing things every single day popping off every single day. Things start getting haywire. Things start falling apart, especially when that global economic collapse happened. We're going to see a lot more women travailing. A lot of women in that paleness, right? Salakia.
Not even consider giving.
We're going to see a lot of these women in paleness. Can't go back. But Salakia. We're going to see a lot of women in paleness. Salakia. I had to pause my video to get back to this. But we're going to see a lot of women in paleness like this. We're going to see a lot of women in travailing. This is a perfect example in a time of Jacob trouble. Because a lot of these women, when they had men, they didn't want to deal with them. They wanted to be independent. They believe they can make their own money. They don't need a man. A man ain't shit. You was getting all these government benefits. You didn't need no man. You didn't need no man. You just wanted to be independent on your own and have your own shit. Now, when shit starts falling apart and you don't have no man to protect you, this is how a lot of you women are going to be. You're going to be like this. So if you have a man and you have a man of the Lord, cherish that man. You can get offended about it. I don't care. If you get offended about it, don't watch my video. This is for the sincere sisters and brothers that want to get this truth, because there's things that's going to come. And if you don't have a man to protect you, you're going to be an assed out person. I'm talking about you Israelite women. You're going to be an assed out individual. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. These women are at ease right now. And out here in this place called America, Babylon the Great, they're at ease. But things are going to start really intensifying. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, because these women are careless. They don't have no morals. They're in a impenitent state. These Israelite women, they're in an impenitent state. They're in an impenitent spirit, right? That word impenitent means no regrets or no shame. They're not ashamed. They're in an impenitent spirit, in an impenitent mind. They don't have no morals. They don't care. But when shit starts falling apart on their end, that's when they're going to care. That's when they're going to start doing, as you see in this woman right here is doing. You're going to be just like this. And guess what? No man is going to want to deal with you. No man is going to want to deal with you. Especially you Negro women. No man is going to want to deal with you in this time. You're going to be like her. Because you didn't want to be submissive. You wanted to be masculine and manly. And don't no man want to deal with no woman like that. It says, give ear unto my speech. Verse 10. Many days and years shall you be troubled. Many days. Many years. Many weeks, many months, so you be troubled. And ain't nobody going to be able to help you. 911 in that time is going to go out of business in the time of Jacob trouble. Ain't going to be no more calling 911. Ain't going to be any of those things. You're going to be asked out and you're going to be left out there on your own. And there's going to be a lot of ravaging going on amongst these women too. In the time of Jacob trouble, a lot of you women are going to get ravished. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but there's going to be a lot of men that's going to be out here because crime is going to increase. It's going to be a lot of women getting ravaged if they don't have a man. You don't have a man, you're going to be getting raped if you don't know what ravage means. I'm not saying I'm going to do that or any brothers in the truth going to do that, but men are going to be doing that to you. You ain't going to have no one to protect you. It says many days and years shall you be troubled. That goes into that trouble. It can be many years. There's going to be sex trafficking going on, cannibalism going on, raping going on, killing, a lot. It says, and ye careless women, for the vantage shall fail. Your vantage shall fail, man. Your vantage is going to fail. It says the gathering shall not come. Right? Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. It says, tremble ye women that are at ease. You women are at ease right now. But your trembling is going to come. Your vantage will fail. The scriptures say it shall fail. The vantage shall fail. Your vantage is going to fail, man. Let's look up the meaning for that word vantage. If not, we'll get the English meaning for it.
Strong's H 1210. Batseer. Batseer.
Nothing pops up. Let's get that. Go to Google real quick. Just for edification purposes. Vantage, a place or position affording a good value of something. See, so your good values are going to fail. You women got high businesses. That's a good value. You guys got fucking 800 credit. That's good value, right? Everything that you're getting in this society is considered great value to you. Your government benefits, your EBT, your WIC, your food stamps, your social security, your high businesses of your jobs, your degrees. You women are on a less of oppression than the Israelite man. You so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, Indian women are on a lesser oppression rate than the Israelite man. The Israelite man is on a higher oppression rate than you are. You guys get liberty rights. Us so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, Indian men, Israelite men, don't get liberty rights here. You women get liberty rights. You can get anything you want. Whatever you say, go. Anything you get to say, it goes for you. But for the Israelite man, we get oppressed higher than you. You sold us out to gain the benefit of this so-called white man here. So your vantage is going to fall. Everything that you have now is going to crumble. Because when you go into the meaning of that word vantage, it says a place or position affording. It says affording a good value of something. You have good value here. You're put on a higher, put in a higher place than we are. You're put in a higher position than we are. A better position than we are. This ain't got nothing to do with being envious. I'm just saying in general. You women are put in a higher state than we are. That's why right now you're careless. That's why you can do your what the hell is that shit called? OnlyFans channel and all that. And you women making 500,000, 5,000. I mean 50,000. You making all this money, but guess what? Your vantage shall fail. Your values shall fail. You can be in a high business with a PhD in that high position for all them years, and it can come to a time you think you got seniority. You're not gonna have seniority. That shit ain't gonna matter anymore. Especially with the global economic collapse. That's going to put a lot of you women into trouble. You're going to be homeless. You ain't going to have nowhere to live. Your cars and all that shit is going to be destroyed. Everything that you have is going to be destroyed. It's going to be taken from you. You're going to lose it. Right? It says many days and years shall ye be troubled. That's where that trouble is coming into. It says ye careless women, for the vantage, for your vintage is vintage. Right? Vintage. Salakia. Which is still on topic. It's the same thing, right? Vintage, the year or place in which wine, especially wine of high quality, was produced, right? And that's going into wine, but that's still going into your great value. Your value is going to fall. Your value is going to drop. You're going to lose everything. That high quality is your liberty rights. That's going to be taken from your vantage. Your sweet wine that you get is going to be taken from you. It's going to be destroyed, man. You're going to lose all of it. The Lord is going to have you to lose all of that. Your high quality. See right here. It says the adjective relating to or denoting wine of high quality. And it goes into the same thing of that high value of vantage. Vintage, vantage. Right? High value, high quality. It's going to be taken from you. Lord is going to make you lose all of that. And then that's when that spirit of pride is going to uplift from you. Right? It says, your vintage shall fail, the gathering shall come. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, because you women are at ease right now. But when everything you have falls beneath your feet, I'm talking about these women with the independent spirit. I don't need a man. I'm independent. I do this. I do that. I do what I want. I don't want to be a wife. I want to have side dudes. You're going to be a fucked up person in that time. because you didn't choose to be a wife and to be under a man. That's going to be your downfall. And it's coming, whether you want to hear it or not. It says, the gathering shall not come. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled. You're going to be troubled. You're going to be bugged out like that woman there. It says, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare and girt sackcloth upon your loins. The Lord's going to take everything that you supposedly work hard for. You said you're a 10 because you got a bachelor's, you got a master's degree, you got a 2023 Mercedes, right? You got a nice vehicle, you driving a Porsche, a Bentley, you got a town home, you live in a $150,000 house. You doing this, you doing that. Your credit is this, your credit is that. The Lord is going to take all of that from you. Your high ranking paying job, you're going to lose all of that. The Lord's going to put you women to a lower state. And that confidence, that pride that you had that spirit is going to be lifted from off of you, because the Lord got a demon on you women right now. But that demon is going to be uplift from off of you women in that time of Jacob trouble. And then you're going to humble down. But guess what? Men ain't going to want to deal with you. You can give them your body, but they not going to give a fuck about that. Men going to be worried about surviving. Ain't going to be no more trying to be with this woman and trying to hit. Fuck all that in that time of Jacob trouble. Everybody's going to be focused on surviving. And all you women is going to be good for is pleasure, but that's not going to help a man in the time of Jacob trouble. So a lot of you women are going to be out for yourself. It's going to be every woman and every man for themselves. I'm talking about you Israelite women that with the independent spirit. Now is the time to repent and come out of that spirit, because you're going to be put in a bad situation in the time of Jacob trouble. That's why the scriptures said, to prove what I'm saying, Isaiah 4:1, right? So don't be surprised, brothers, in the time of Jacob trouble, you have 9 to 11 to 10 women trying to be under you. Women ain't going to give a fuck about how you look. They ain't going to give a fuck about your body being a model. They ain't going to give a fuck about, oh, this dude got a six-pack. They ain't going to care about none of that shit in that time. They ain't going to give a fuck if you even look like fucking Shrek. You can look like Doink the Clown. They ain't going to care. They going to want to be under a man just to be protected. But guess what? Men ain't going to want to do with you in that time, because it's going to be about surviving. Hunger. You ain't going to be able to drink water, have food. It's going to be a lot of shit going on in that time. Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. And that word 7, it means completion. It can be more than one woman. It don't have to be just 7. It can be 10, 15, 20 women. Because that word 7 just means completion. It says, and in that day, right, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. It's going to be a lot of women to be under those men. But guess what? Men ain't going to want to deal with you in that time, because you didn't want to be obedient before that happened. We tried to deal with you, but you didn't want to deal with us. Now in the time of your afflictions, of your torment, and your suffering, you're going to be trying to come and be under a man, but they ain't going to want to deal with you. Men in that time ain't going to want to deal with you women. We tried doing it, and it got us nowhere. This is Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorning delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? That's these Israelite men and these Israelite women. A lot of these, mainly these Israelite women, they're super indoctrinated with that 501c3 charter madness. They try to speak up against the prophets. They try to speak up against his truth. They bug out, and you had these Israelite men, these Queen of Heaven worship demons, right? It says, how long, you simple ones, right? You Israelites, you simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? And that talking about you 2/3, man. You don't want to get this truth. You refuse to hearken to the truth. Verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof, which is correction. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. And the Lord is doing that. The Lord does that once a week or every day, because you got brothers that set up camp once a week. It may be on Mondays. It may be on Tuesdays. It may be on Wednesdays. It may be on Thursdays. Elder brothers may have camp on Fridays, on Saturdays, on Sundays. Every other day or every day, there's a different camp from a different state that has camp. You got brothers that do camp on Monday. You got other brothers from a different state do it on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. You got brothers setting up camp. So you got a brother uploading the lesson right now. You got brothers doing the works, right? And it says, verse 24, because I have called and you refuse to accept this truth. It says, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. You see that? Verse 25, but ye have set a not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. You didn't want this correction. You didn't want this truth. You had a disagreement with the doctrine. A lot of these 2/3 have a disagreement with the doctrine, and that's going to be on you. It says, verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity, due to you having an issue with the Lord's doctrine, right? You've been having a problem with the prophets. You have been rebelling against this truth. You've been having the rights of liberty of Esau's way, to believe Esau is the perfect way and you can do what you want. And you have your own free will, which that's not in the Bible. I always say that. That's not in the scriptures. But you have people that have these damn philosophies. You drunken off of that wine. That's mentioned in Revelation 17. You have drunken of that wine. 2/3 of our people have drunken on that wine. They don't want to come out of it. So this is what's going to be the end result. Verse 26, and I will laugh at your calamity. A calamity is a disastrous or horrifying event that took place, which is leading into Jacob's trouble. All right. The world economic collapse, right? The global economic collapse, right? The MOTB being established. It says, I will mock when your fear cometh. Now the time is coming for your fear to come. As you see in this, like this woman right here. Salakia. As you saw that woman right there. It took me out again. But as you saw that woman there, she was what? She was in travail, right? She was in that travailing. She was in that paleness. She was in that feeble and weak. Her fear hath cometh. And that's coming to this place called America. Verse 27, it says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. It says, when distress and anguish come upon you. Verse 28, it says, then shall they come upon me, right? But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For it says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. You see that? In verse 28 is very important, because it says, then shall they call upon me. Because when you're going through your fear and your fear come upon you and you're in distress and anguish, that's when everybody's going to want to try to worship the Lord and try to call on to the Lord. And that's when Jake always do that. When they're doing, supposed to be great in this society, or living lavishly in this society, they don't think about praising the Lord not one time. They don't think about glorifying the Lord not one fucking time. But the moment people are in distress, they're in anguish, all these things is coming upon them, then they want to pray to the Lord. Then they want to try to seek the Lord. But guess what? The Lord ain't going to deal with you. Because he tried to deal with you when he had his prophets out there. But now it's going to be too late. You're not going to be able to find them prophets. That's why the scriptures say, then it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Verse 29, it says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear. Dude, it says, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Because that's what we fear, is the Lord. Because the Lord is the one that's establishing all these things to come. The Lord is the one that is setting everything to come. So, Salakia. So, long story short, again, if you are a woman that do have a husband, cherish that man. Because try to be submissive to that man to the end. Again, it is out of our controlling, what the Lord decides to do with our women. If they decide to leave us, because the Lord, he will do that. He will put the spirit on our women to bug them out, and then they'll wind up just leaving us. The Lord does that. But if you are a humble, submissive sister in the truth, and you have a man, cherish that man. If he's a man of the Lord and he's in the truth, cherish that man. If you have a man in general, cherish that man. Because if you don't cherish that man, you will be in this situation here. You will, in time of Jacob trouble, you will be in this situation here. And you don't want to be in that situation. You trying to fight off a man that's 200-300 some fucking pounds, built like Ivan Drago, and he's ravaging you, and you ain't got nobody to protect you. And then sex trafficking you off. Because guess what? These laws they're gonna get rid of these laws. For an example, look at Chicago. They got rid of that law where now criminals are allowed to come onto your fucking property, and the police won't do shit about that. So you got these laws that these Edomites are getting rid of. They're letting all these prisoners go free. There's going to be a lot of mayhem going on out here. So, hey, if you are Israelite women out there, this is a message to you Israelite women out there. To you Israelite men mainly, but to you Israelite women out there, if you have a man, cherish him. Because you will be put in this situation here if you do not cherish your husband. You go ahead and be independent. You're going to be like this woman here. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.